The Dartford Crossing was closed for over 7 hours today after police investigated a suspicious package and a man was arrested in a security alert. Kent police confirmed the crossing was reopened shortly before 11 p.m. after the suspicious item was found not to pose a threat. The A20 in Dover was also reopened following the search of a coach and no further arrests were made. A police spokesman said, "Enquiries have concluded on the scene and the Highways Agency and Kent Police are in the process of reopening the Dartford River Crossing. The A20 in Dover has been fully reopened after a search of a coach. No items have been found and inquiries continue. The coach has been removed from the scene and no further arrests have been made. The man arrested from the Dartford River Crossing today remains in police custody." Kent Police would like to thank motorists for their patience and support during what must have been a very frustrating wait. Police advised drivers to find alternative routes while they investigated the incident. Officers were called to the crossing at 4 p.m. to a report of a male pedestrian behaving unusually, Kent Police said. As part of their investigation, officers also stopped a coach in the A20 area of Dover at 6 p.m. The A20 was closed as a result of the incident and is due to reopen shortly, police said. A Kent Police spokesman said, "The Dartford River Crossing remains closed whilst police carry out investigations at the scene. The cars that were on QE2 bridge were turned around and the lorries remain parked on the bridge. Traffic travelling from Kent towards Essex is being diverted along the A2 through the Blackwall Tunnel. Traffic travelling from Essex towards Kent is being diverted via the A13. The National Traffic Control Centre have placed strategic signage across the Southeast Road network to advise motorists of the road closure. The Explosive Ordnance Disposal Teams, OD, are on the scene at the Dartford Crossing and are in the process of assessing the situation so appropriate action can be taken." In the second incident, a white coach full of passengers was held on a small retail estate by the A20 in Aycliffe, Dover, surrounded by 8 police vehicles. Local resident Brian Dixon posted on the Dover Forum, "Police are waiting for bomb disposal to turn up to check out the bus. All passengers have been arrested and searched under the Terrorism Act. The roads are likely to be closed until midnight at least." This was not confirmed by Kent Police. A white van belonging to the Royal Logistics Corps bomb disposal unit was at the scene at the Dartford Crossing. It is understood a robotic device was being used to examine a suspicious package on or near a coach parked just yards away from the toll booths on the Dartford side of the crossing. The Kent 999 services tweeted to say that the bomb disposal team preparing to send remote-controlled robot to investigate suspicious item, believed to be were on a coach. Sick drivers had been caught in 10-mile tailbacks, and the closure had a knock-on effect on other routes, with long delays reported on A2 in London and the A13 in Essex. A Kent Police spokesman said, "Police were called to the Dartford Crossing at 4 p.m. today following a report that a male pedestrian was behaving unusually. The male has been arrested. Officers have located a suspicious item and have closed the crossing whilst inquiries continue. The crossing will be closed for some time and motorists are advised to find alternative routes," a Highways Agency spokesman said. The Dartford River Crossing has been closed in both directions due to a serious incident. "We are working with Kent Police and the crossing will be reopened once they have been able to resolve the issue." One witness told Tonight how he thought the arrested man was waving around a gun during the security alert on the M25. Van driver Paul Audi, 39, said, "This man was wandering around between the lines of traffic waiting to go through the toll booths, and he was waving his arms around and shouting. It looked so like he had something in his hand. I thought it was a gun, but I couldn't be sure because he was about 50 meters away from me. But he was definitely pointing it like he was holding a gun." A few other people stuck in the traffic with me thought the same as me because we got chatting during the long delay. Tonight Kent Police would only say the man had been arrested for acting strangely. They did not say whether he was found in possession of any weapon. Photographs posted on social networking site Twitter showed long queues of stationary traffic with some commuters standing outside their vehicles. Some motorists reported seeing a foreign man shouting and behaving suspiciously around the toll booths at the Dartford Crossing on the M25. It is thought he may have been on a coach and had got off at the toll. A picture posted by a driver on Twitter showed the traffic had been stopped on the Dartford side of the crossing, around 200 meters back from the toll booths. No traffic was being allowed through the tunnels which run from Dartford to Thurrock. Meanwhile, Traffic on the other carriageway were being held on the bridge which runs from Thurrock to Dartford, and again the area around the toll booths was sealed off. One person posted on Twitter, "Crazed foreign man seen running between cars at Dartford Crossing shouting," while at Boys Drew tweeted, "Security incident at Dartford TNL. I came through there early and some foreign guy was running through the cars shouting at everyone.